Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how I plan with an hourly layout planner. So if this is something that you have been wondering yourself if you wanted to do, maybe this will be helpful for you, or even if you've had an hourly layout but you just didn't know how to utilize it to its fullest potential, then I hope that this video is helpful for you.
This video is brought to you by our patrons and all those who have purchased from my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box below. I want to welcome you if you are new and hope you will consider subscribing to be inspired daily to make the everyday beautiful.
I've had an hourly layout in the past. It wasn't a problem for me to use. I really enjoyed it. I like several different ways to plan. I wouldn't say that I'm just a one size fits all of my planners kind of gal, because I've just tried several different things and I use different methods for different ways that I like to plan, whether that is for work purposes or home and family, or even just finances, which is something that I look forward to getting into in an upcoming video. But today I'm sharing this day designer planner with you. I'm doing a demonstration. I'm going to be using one of the days out of this upcoming in the 2021 December section, but it's okay. I just crossed out the date and put the right date on there. But since I'm using a pencil, it will be fine. Once I get to that date next year, I will be able to erase whatever I need to. And I just wanted to show how I am going to be utilizing this planner.
So here I have my day designer. This is one of my favorite brands to use, I found, and they're really affordable, especially from Target. This one I know came off of Amazon. I have it linked in the description box below. This particular style is more expensive than the ones that you would find in store. I really haven't found one like this inside of the Target near me that I can remember over the years, but it's good to know that there are several different styles that you can go with and different price points. So let's start with the pencil, because this is something that I did get a question about in my last video. This is by Papermate, and this is in the point, I think it's the 0.7. It's the clear point 0.7, and that is one of the finer leads. So that's what I like. This isn't like my favorite color or anything like that, but it's just a pencil that we had, and I like to plan in pencil. So opening it up, you get a monthly glance, of course, and then there are tabs over on the side. And this one, I already started putting in the birthdays of people in my family, and just the birthdays that I want to remember. And then moving into the back, I am going to show you one of the days that I planned out. So this is today. Right away, you notice that there is a quote at the top. This says, "Hear everything and judge for yourself," George Eliot. This has the date up here with the day that it is. So this says December 16th on a Thursday. I put the 15th because today's the 15th and we're a year ahead here. But I just wanted to give you a demonstration of what I would use this planner and how I would utilize it. So today's top 3, what would you write in today's top 3? Well, this is really just supposed to be those things that if you had to drop everything in your day, maybe you needed to go on a trip or something, what top 3 things do you want to accomplish that day? Because as we know, so many different things come up in a day. Even the way that my day is planned out, a lot of this was planned out yesterday because I wouldn't have known different things that would have come up during the day. So for me, when I'm planning out a specific day, it really cannot be planned out as much as it can the day before in the week prior. Like when I sit down to do my weekly planning, I really can't say exactly what kind of things are going to come up in a single day, just because there are so many variables, whether somebody needs something. For example, my mother asked me yesterday if I would be able to watch my Grammy today. So that's how, you know, of course, if I had other things planned, I would have had to rearrange everything, which I did you know, I did have to rearrange things for this day. But what I'm just saying is that sometimes it's best to wait until the day before to really figure out, you know, where you're going to put everything in a day. So my top 3 things today are to write and to mail a couple of my pen pals. I have that in another binder that I'm keeping track of all of those kind of things. So I don't get too specific on some of these just because with whatever I'm working off of, I have that in another section. But I just need to know, okay, I need to write my pen pals today and mail those letters out. So that's something I need to focus on today. I need to prepare dinner by 10 a.m. I already did that. Dinner's in the crock pot. And then I needed to see my seamstress today, and I already did that. So those 2 things are done, but that number 1 thing that I would like to do today, I still need to do that. And when I plan my whole day out, I can really then see where I can fit some of these different things in, where I can fit in the time to film and edit, for example. So I'm not writing specifics about the video. I'm not writing any of my notes or anything like that. This is just when I'm going to film and edit, and this is shaded so that I know I'm dedicating this time right here to doing that. That's kind of like calendar blocking, and there are many people that discuss that. And then moving, so this morning I had, you know, the time that I was going to be, this starts at 7, ends at 7 p.m. My day started before 7. I go to my grandparents at 6 a.m. But, you know, this to me is just, it's fine the way that it is. I know that I'm there until 8. Then I wanted to make sure I made breakfast and dinner around that time when I got back. And then I needed to go to my seamstress's house, and I spent time there, and I actually spent more time there. So it kind of took out some of this filming and editing time. So right now it's 12 o'clock right now. I spent a good 2 hours, you know, over there, or just, I forgot one of the aprons when I was there, and I had to turn around and go back. So really, it took me about 2 hours, and then I made a trip to the store while I was out. So I was already going to be out that day, or today I should say. I was already going to be out at that time. And then I had some things that I needed to pick up from the grocery store while I went to Target. So that's when I did that. If I was going to be out, I was going to do all of that in that time. And then I ended up getting some brownie mix, and one of my daughters is going to help make that. So I'm not going to be doing that with her just because I need to leave as soon as possible to go to my Grammy's house. My mom asked me earlier today if I would go earlier. So these things right here, they're still going to be getting done, but I'm taking it out of my day. So these are things that I can end up erasing, you know, if I wanted to, if it was that important to me. But right here, this is, I looked up in Day Designer's blog post about what this section is all for. And so I just wanted to share with you that whatever is due could be money due, or it could be a project due, something like that, that you just need to make sure that you do that day, or that's due that day. Dollars is if you owe somebody money, or even if you have some money coming in, whatever you want to allocate that for, that's what it is for. And so I wanted to make sure to kind of tip her. I've already paid her for the aprons that I had her made, but there was just something I needed her to fix, and also a little alteration I needed to have done for something that I had already. So I just tipped her a little bit there, even though she really didn't want any money for it, but you know, it was kind of like a thank you Christmas thing. So I tipped her $20 in twos. Making sure that I had that money was important to me today. Making sure that I did not forget my pink coat, the sewing machine, and the apron and thread that I needed to bring to her. What was for dinner is what I put here: salad, brownies, roast that I already put in the crock pot, and then tonight I will be making some potatoes to go with that. So moving on to my to-do list right here, I have the rugs and rags, which are, for instance, I already shared this over on the video about planning for a week, but that planning for a week is more along the lines of what I wanted to use my planning for my work. So going into the new year, I'm not going to be using it that way. I'm going to be breaking down different tasks that I have to do for my house in this planner right here. So making sure I wash the rugs and rags today and that it's Aria's day. I need to cancel Dollar Shave Club, and then I need to cancel Epidemic Sound. These are reoccurring payments that are coming out of my finances, out of my bank account, and so I needed to set time aside today to do those things, and I will end up doing that over when I'm at my grandparents' house. And then I also have Christmas cards to write, which another time that I could do that is right over here in the shaded area. Okay, I am back with a charged battery. Let's move on. The notes section is where I put in what I needed to pick up from the store today, and I already did that. That's great. And then my daily gratitude, I really like this little section here. And I thought, since I've been on that kick of making those videos of the little things, or I've been trying to add those things into my videos, just, you know, what little thing made my day? Well, today it was just going over to my seamstress's house. She made me some, you know, empanadas, and she also gave me some egg rolls, and we just had a great conversation, I feel, and it was just nice to have that communication, and just her hospitality was wonderful. So I was just very grateful for that, and just how giving she was of her time today, and it really made my day today. So that's something that I'm definitely grateful for today. So, you know, the way that we plan is so individual to each one of us. And I'm not sitting here saying that this is the only way to use this calendar. I think that, you know, one of the great things is that even if you don't want to use some of these headers here for what it says, you can tailor it to whatever you want to use it for. And you can make these things mean whatever you want them to mean. And there's still plenty of space. I don't like to overcrowd things too much, just because it can become overwhelming. I love to leave a little bit of white space. And I think that that's important even within your calendar for the month especially. But I really hope that this was helpful for some of you who are wondering about switching over to an hourly layout. And you know, I got a couple of questions about where would I put my planner. Well, let me just tell you how I use them and how things change all the time. Sometimes I'm planning in my bed at night before, you know, when I'm just relaxing, and especially on a Sunday, I love to plan for the week to come. So that's with my weekly layout. I'll have actually all of my planners sometimes, and just trying to figure different things out. I took this with me today just because I was still, you know, doing things off of my list and just thinking certain things through, because this is the first time that I filled this out today. So you are seeing just how I'm starting to use this planner. Not that I haven't used something similar in the past, but just, you know, this is my first time of getting a feel for it. So maybe things will end up changing, but this is just one little way that I found to use this, and I really enjoy it. And I also like to keep my planners on my desk or in a basket next to my desk, just because I have a pretty small desk, and things don't if I want to work at my desk, I can't always have everything on there. But like I said, I took this in my tote today, so the size of it is great. I also love how sturdy it is, and that's about it. So my planners follow me around, and the main thing about writing out your day is that you really organize things in your brain. So it's not always just, you know, floating around in your thoughts and thinking, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, at what time do I need to do this? This kind of setup, or even within my other planner, it doesn't matter. Whatever planner you use and however you use it, what I have found is that when I get something out on paper, I can get it out of my brain, and so I'm not just constantly going over it in my head. I can then work off of a list if I feel too overwhelmed that day. If I can't think straight, I mean, sometimes I've just felt so bombarded with so many different things to do that just having that list to go off of really helped me. And so if that's something that you find you struggle with, take some time. Take some time in the evening, write out what kind of things you need to do the next day, and it really puts your mind at rest. At least it does for me. And then if I need to just, you know, look at my planner, if I need to look at my planner, then it's there for me. But there's also something to be said about just writing something down so that you've worked it completely out in your own mind, and you know that everything lines up to where, you know, you can go through your day just fine, and it's not going to be too overwhelming for you. So oftentimes if we don't just write something out and map it out for ourselves, then we can get overwhelmed with all of the thoughts, and we're running from here to there, and we're not really focusing. So having something like this helps me focus, and I'm excited just to continue on with this, maybe even for the rest of this year, for my days, especially that are very hectic. Today was kind of a hectic day, and you know, like I said, plans change. I'm not going to be able to make the cookies and brownies, but I have two great little cooks in the kitchen, and they're so happy to just help, and of course they love to do things themselves too. So they don't have to have me over them, you know, telling them, oh, make sure to do this or that. I mean, they're going to have so much fun doing that. And then the bathrooms can wait. Those can wait, and the floors can wait. You know, when there are other things that are most important, such as allowing my mom to get out of town and going to help my Grammy, that takes precedence over clean bathrooms and floors. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this. Please let me know in the comments below what kind of things would be helpful for you to see in a future video. And with that, I hope that you all take care. Make sure you leave a comment below letting me know what kind of thing really made your day today, and I look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow. Bye everyone.